everyone, this is your girl, Mina. Welcome to my podcast, The Poetry Talk with Mina. I am your host, Mina. As usual, I am so excited to be here. I just want to say thank you so much for always listening, for subscribing, for following, and for rating me. I appreciate it so much. And so, as we move on, Karibuni Sana, welcome again. I have a lot to talk about actually. Not a lot, I would say I kind of have a little to talk about. Today I have a host, there is also that, and I'm so excited. She's waving and she forgets this is a podcast. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to go straight to introducing her. She's PHILO. Hi PHILO. I just wanted to introduce my co-host today. Her name is PHILO, but many of you know her as Inspired PHILO. She's a YouTuber and she's a businesswoman. And other than that, she's a beautiful friend and she's a sister. And I'm so glad to have her today here with me in the show. I'm so excited. PHILO, say something. So what's up?
Okay, first of all, you already said, you already know me. I don't know if really people know me. I really don't know because I don't know your audience.
They know you. They're my friends. The audience are my friends, and my friends are your friends, so they definitely know you somehow.
Okay, so I'm called Inspired PHILO. I have a YouTube channel. Please go there and subscribe. And Mina, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me to the podcast. I'm willingly and eager to hear what we're going to be talking about.
So, actually, the funny part of this podcast is we were also busy. Then we said, you know what? She's doing a channel and I'm doing a podcast. Let's just cross work and just come up with it. So my podcast is funny because my podcast topic today is interesting because I've always wanted to talk about, and I feel like she's the best candidate for it because
I'm flattered.
I'm flattered. It's a very, very funny topic.
I'm seriously flattered. I didn't expect that.
Okay, so it's funny because it's not necessarily our personal lives. It's more about experiences that we share everywhere that we've gone and collected. So I wanted to call my topic today as culture shock.
Okay.
Yes. Now, culture shock, not the way you think of it.
What is that about?
Listen.
Okay.
Culture. Okay, this is a surprise thing. She has no idea what you're going to do. But culture shock is about this. It's about. Have you ever traveled?
Yeah, I've traveled before.
Exactly. Have you ever?
I've been to your country,
Yes.
my own areas.
Exactly. Yeah. Have you ever dated someone who's not from your culture type circle?
Yeah.
Different country.
Yeah.
See where you fit in.
A
culture shock.
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about
it. Not even that. Also, have you ever gone somewhere and I'll give you an example. And things are not how you do them back home. I'll give you an example. Like, for example, the first time I came to Uganda, and I'm a Kenyan woman, and I'm aggressive, and I'm like, yo, how much is this thing? How much is that? And everybody's looking at me like, you have to be polite as, Kokwano, how are you? Kati, how much is this? Man, who has patience for that?
Who has patience for that? Actually, I personally am very soft-spoken. Most of you, if you have really actually watched my videos, I'm soft-spoken. You need to be patient with me. I'm not fast. Even right now, definitely because I'm quite soft, and sometimes I don't like it, but then so we are.
Yeah. But that's the thing. So, like, for me, I want to talk about culture shock because I have been shocked my entire experience.
Wow.
I'm saying this, and my culture shock is not limiting to everything. My culture shock, I'm going to go have a question for you.
Yes.
What's up with Ugandan guys?
That Ugandan guys, do you mean like ladies or men?
Okay,
all
men,
girls,
guys, the men.
Okay.
What's up with them that someone asks you out on a date? They see you, they like you, they're like, hey, can I take you for lunch? Hey, can I take you for a drink? And you say yes. Because, well, you're like, he's cute, And then you go and you get there, the guy expects everything laid out. He first tells you about me, I want a conservative woman. I want my woman.
Hold up.
Is
it just about Ugandan men or it's like wow?
I think it's in Kenya when it's a date. It's a date. When you go, it's a date. It's a date. You reach there, you guys eat, enjoy that moment, get to know each other and everything. But here, I'll say mostly bagandas. No offense to anyone. But I go there and the guy is asking me, so, do you cook can you cook for a guy? I'm like, okay, is this our interrogation for a
actually,
guy?
at this very moment, I'm very confused and lost because I've never been on a date, like actual date. So yeah, I've never been like on an actual date, like the first time kind of date of like let's go and know each other, just chill. I've never been on that. It's so interesting that I actually don't know all these things that are from the same country. What?
Okay,
Seriously.
let me just compare. First of all, I'm shocked. We have to fix that. We have to take her on a date somehow, somewhere. But listen, this one time, I won't even lie. A guy was like, let's go on a date. I was so excited. I went. I reached there. Girl,
What happened?
this guy starts telling me how he likes his wives, how he likes his women.
Why?
He likes his women covered up. Keep in mind, I'm on my, dress, sexy gown and everything, which he told me to look sexy. We go out there. He says he's criticizing every other female. When you and I start dating, you will not dress up like this. I like my women covered up. Or no, let me order for you what to eat. Oh no, don't do that. You see, I like my women crazy. Now, but I've looked at you. There's a type of hair you should do that will please me.
I'm like, that's interesting.
I said,
Hold down there. First of all, what kind of men have you clearly been dating? Because I'm clearly shocked because I haven't met such kind of men.
Not
I've
dating.
been in relationships. Okay.
Like he likes me, I liked him. He said, let's go out and have a drink and get to know each other. That's not even the worst part. You invite me out on a date, nigga. Of course you're going to pay. Scratch that. But yes, on my podcast I can say the N word because I'm not.
I actually understand why I've not been on dates.
Yeah.
Or if you're a guy and you're approaching me, by the time I'm moving out with you, I already like you. I don't go out on dates with guys that I don't like. I'm not even interested in knowing you. So you really have to like me for me to actually be there for you.
I think I might like the guy, but like 30% like. So I'm hoping the debt will add like 20%, and the more we get to know each other, we'll keep adding. You understand? So now that's not even the worst part. He pays for the dinner. I'm like, great. Oh, that's great. That's beautiful stuff. He tells me how he has money, how he can change my life. He can take care of you. Yeah, I can take care of you. You're a beautiful girl. Why are you working? I'm like, working?
One thing I understand about real men, they don't talk about all those things. The very first time they see you, they don't even want to know whether you're working or not, and they're actually not even interested in what you do. They can't start promising you certain things if you're real. I have a feeling like men who are always promising such things, they are just fake and they just want to buy you. They are trying to attract you.
No, let me tell you, I was reaching at a point I started feeling like, did this guy just declare that I'm a charity case or what? Because like he saw me, he saw UNHR, like let me help this woman out. She looks distressed. Oh what? And then he's dropping me off, and it's a first date. We have been talking, of course. I like you, like me. Then the kiss or the make out, it's either you get a make out or you don't get a make out. And also, it has to depend on how the night is. Read the room. If the night was fun and we got to see each other and we were talking and we were just enjoying each other's vibe, there might be a possibility for a make out session when you're dropping me off, but might. And keep in mind that it's somehow. But this guy will literally lean in and grab you and try to kiss you, and you're like, I'm sorry, but I don't feel you like that. He's like, hey, after we spend all the day and my money.
But you're a pretty girl, you're irresistible. So I don't know. So it doesn't give them the right to do that, but then
okay, let me tell you, you can reach out for a kiss. There's a difference between reaching out for a kiss and just grab you and then you act shocked that I'm not kissing you back, and you're like, and I've spent a lot of money on you.
Seriously?
Like, wait, what? Like, and with all that money I've spent on you, even
or maybe they go with an impression of like you're going to have a thing.
I don't know.
Because it's clear, like I don't know. That's why I was like, what kind of men have you really been going on dates with?
I'm saying like the ones I've received here in Uganda, like I won't even lie. And then me as a Kenyan, like I said, I'm aggressive. So most men find me rude. Ugandan men find me rude, I'll say. Because in Kenya, we speak the same language.
Yeah.
When you're not saying, yo, awe bana, chanda mimi, you know, and the guy understands. But in Uganda, you tell the guy calls
Stay
you.
away.
Not even that. When the guy calls you, like, hey, how was the night? Ah, man, I didn't enjoy the night. The night was shit. But you know what? Maybe we can give it another shot. The guy is like, oh my god, how can you say such a thing? How you wanted me to pretend? I'm calling you. I'm like, yes, what's up? You're like, you're so rude. Oh, you wanted me to fast kneel down? Be like, Gemma, like, what's up? Like, you know, like, how did you want my
Anyway,
okay, how do you guys do it?
Anyway, first of all, let me speak the truth. Ugandan men are so manipulative. That's one thing I know. And for you to deal with them, you have to be very aggressive. Recently, I saw a meme whereby it was like, if it's not so urgent, leave Kampala men alone.
That's true, right?
Like, it clearly makes sense. If it's not urgent, just leave Kampala men alone because they are never serious. They take ladies for granted. And
True.
unless you're so lucky and you're with the one, but also the so-called one still goes out there
And
does the so-called I don't know.
that's the one with the 2, with the number 2.
I don't want to talk about it, but Kampala men, Jesus Christ.
And also,
She's Kenyan, I'm Ugandan, but you know what? I've always heard about all these things because
I'm just saying culture shock. Like, it shocked the life out of me. Like, this is how you guys do it. And then don't even get
let's
me
talk
started.
about Kenyan men. You're speaking like they are so angels.
No, I'm speaking. I'm saying culture shock as what
know.
I'm used to and what I thought.
Anyway, yeah.
I'll say the same thing as you. You're used to like maybe them showering you up with whatever. Give us your experience. Then you met this Kenyan guy. They're like, eh, what's this?
What the heck?
What is this?
Yeah.
So yeah, you give me your experience. Tell me about it.
I
I don't wanna go there. Really. I know there's someone out there listening, and you have come and you have really had a culture. It might not be Uganda, Kenya, but it might be somewhere else. Say you traveled to a different country and you checked out their life, and not only dating. I'm speaking even their food, like the grasshoppers they like so much. I'm talking about girl, grasshoppers. Like you ran out of snacks. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna eat that. Anyway. But don't get me wrong, with time they grow in you. Like they grow in you, you tend to like them, you get used to. But I'm just saying, for the culture shock, I'm talking about that immediate time. That moment that it was your first time, you're experiencing this and you're thinking to yourself, what?
Like, what's happening?
Yeah, and then don't get me started when it comes to the traditional with the elderly.
The elderly.
Let me say this quietly, hush hush. They kneel for a fellow human being.
Okay.
They kneel.
Let me get that clear. The kneeling bit of it, that's a culture for Uganda. It's not every Ugandan culture does that. Actually, even I don't like it. Like, why would I kneel for a normal human being? Like, for what? Like, seriously, what am I looking? Are you my god? Like, even my own father, I don't kneel for him. My mother.
Let me tell you the funny bit. For me, I grew up knowing you kneel for God, and if you want to give someone respect, maybe you stretch out your hand like that, you hold it, and shows the weight on your hand is heavy.
Greeting like
exactly.
This. Actually, this is how I was raised. Yeah, actually we also do this
like this.
This is the actual thing. Like, if you're showing respect, hold with 2 hands.
Now wait, hold up. Then I come and then I realize that you kneel not only for you kneel for your God. Oh. You kneel when you're serving. You kneel in the morning when you're saying hello. I was like, I am not doing it.
Guys,
if it's being single, let me be single. We see how far. Because I remember this one time, it's so funny.
Be like, where's his daddy?
This one, I only kneel in other things. Scratch that. Anyway, I remember this one time. Let me share with you a story. I remember this one time. The father of my child, I always speak about this on my podcast. The father of my child is Ugandan. He's a Uganda man. So, I went over to visit their parents, and for some reason he didn't. I knew the kneeling and everything, but he's a modernized person, and he didn't mention to me about kneeling. So I'm contemplating in my head, and we are walking. We are driving to the place, and in my head I'm nervous. I'm unsettled. I'm thinking, I'm going to kneel. How many are there at the house?
Yeah,
Do I kneel?
You have to kneel for each and everyone.
In my mind, I'm calculating. Do I kneel for the first one? Do I kneel and finish the greetings? Do I walk in my knees and say hello if they're in different places? Girl, I was sweating, and I'm in my head. And this entire time, he tells me they understand you're not from here. It's okay not to kneel. Blah blah blah. So we go and we reach at the gate, and he says, you know what? Maybe we should kneel. So I was relaxed the entire time. Now my whole relaxation, I went to panic mode because he hadn't prepped me. So by the time we are coming off the car and they're coming to, because they were going to see the baby for the first time, they're coming to receive her. I'm holding her, and I don't know if I should. I'm like, you know, I'm standing, I'm squatting, I'm kneeling, I'm confused, and then I just stood. And I held the baby, I just looked at them, and they all broke out in laughter, and they were like, oh my God. You know, because I was sweating. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And then the first bunch said, it's okay, the grandmother and the mother, they were very nice. They said, it's okay, you don't have to kneel, we understand and everything. Now they were the same girls who were seated at the far end. I think those ones expected me to kneel. Oh, now I'm giving them, they didn't know about that small discussion we had.
Yeah.
So I'm going around giving people hand. I'm reaching in the middle, and I notice they're all like, you know, they have that look on their faces. What's wrong? This is something I'm wearing like a dira that covers head to toe. Then I realized half in the congregation full of women have no smells. I stood there. I didn't know if I should continue greeting in standing or kneel immediately. I just did. And the girl was like, let's go inside. I think it's time. I mean, what? Please tell me what's
I really don't know what to say about that, because I personally, I get pretended by such character, by such culture. It's not a character, because it's a must. You must kneel for your elders.
You have to.
Oh,
let me tell you, I was uncomfortable. I had a running stop. My stomach was hurting. Stopped hurting. My body was shaking. Stopped shaking. I felt like something in me was disconnecting. I didn't know what to do. I just ended up the entire celebration. Keep in mind it was for me, because they had invited me there for the first time. I spent the entire time in the house. I was like, I'm not what? And then you can't sit next to the father or the grandfather of your baby on the father's side.
Yeah.
Because it's in. How was I? The guy said, oh, and that was the only free seat. He said, you come sit here. And everyone was waiting to see if I would go sit there. And I went and sat there. And everyone was like, oh. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, no, you're not supposed to sit there. The grandma got up, broke, come sit here.
Like,
I said, then, how in the world did you guys expect? I don't know. I'm not like, I was uncomfortable, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so, but right now they're used to me. They're like, you know what, you're okay. They just laugh. Half the time they just laugh. And now I also laugh because let me tell you, kneeling does not, one thing Ugandans will understand, or anyone that has this culture, or they have their culture, Kenyans, whatever. When a foreign person comes to your environment, just realize the way it's easy for you to do the stuff is how hard it is for them to adjust.
Yeah.
They have spent probably years of their life knowing you don't do it this way, and then all of a sudden you want them to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So it becomes crazy.
We just need to adjust slowly. It doesn't have to be a straightaway forward thing. Like, it's not that easy.
Tell me something that you found absolutely disgusting about someone else's culture.
Alright, what can I say?
Just tell me anything.
First of all, I'm not so much observant. I like doing my things personally alone. I don't care about what people do, so I find it very difficult for me to start analyzing people's cultures. Unfortunately, in this area, I might not go on curse, like it's really done. Like I can't even start lying, except like a few things I've heard about different cultures. So I wouldn't really say for that.
It's pretty.
I'm a loner. I like doing things about those things.
I'm a loner.
The same way she talked about dates and
I'm a loner, but I love to explore. I explore, like, this is the thing. I can go to, say, Mauritius or somewhere very different, but like alone. So I'm a loner like that kind. I'm a curious loner. So
actually, even like in a different country, it's so hard for me to actually notice certain things. While I'm there, I do my things. Like, this is how I do my things in my country. So you either adjust to me because I'm against or do the things yourself. I never give you the room to actually let me do what you want me to do.